It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Antlers, leader at quarterback. He's fifth in the NFL in passing yards entering this week. It's the Antlers and the Mounties, next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
This one, returnable. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, Fody did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Mounties offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Antlers offense ready for their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Quick throw here is complete. Here now, 3rd and 5. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
The tight end motioning left here. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Mounties offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Mounties. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Antlers offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll send him over to the left. They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So, instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Antlers are back within 1. It's 7-6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Mounties offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Back to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Let's go. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I love this decision here. My 3rd and inches, everyone in the building's just thinking you're going to just plow it up the middle and get a fresh set of downs. This is probably the best opportunity to strike downfield in the passing game, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike. And they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the 1st down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it. It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. He runs with it, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They bring the tight end in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all...
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Antlers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Slot man in motion right. They'll throw out of the gun. His throw left side is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Open man left side. He's got it. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So a very tight first half, a 1-point game here at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams.
Continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. To the tight end motioning left here. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Well, Mike, you hear the expression, plays getting blown up. Well, this is exactly what just happened here. A 3rd and relatively short, and he ends up going the wrong direction.
The Antlers bringing out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
He's got a man. That's complete. He's to the 15. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. It is a touchdown. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Mounties will take a 14-6 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
First and 10 now from the 36. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Now, faking the give. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. They got to be a little bit more.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Mounties. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. A tight end in motion now. It's first down, and they'll run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll motion a tight end right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Quick hitting slant there. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw yet again. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the...
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Mounties offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That is is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. The Mounties sending out their punter. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First down, Antlers.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
There's that man again. Another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This one complete right side. 15 yards through the air. And that will be a 1st down.
First down, Antlers.
They motion a receiver right. They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Slot receiver headed right. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Antlers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a give up the middle. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
At the 11-yard line.
His throw left side is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
At the 5-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Mounties. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Back to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be taken down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a give on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's taken in. And he's in. Touchdown, Antlers. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Antlers are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Mounties offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Drive will start on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Handoff here, up the middle. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Mounties send out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The Antlers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Mounties offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're gonna come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.